Garden season is starting here in Kentucky, and here at Kowalski Mountain, we're doing our bed prep to get our cool crops in the ground. Hey friends, it's Barbara Sue at Kowalski Mountain and welcome back to the homestead. Now it is April in Kentucky and the weather is gorgeous, and Philip and I are busy getting the garden beds ready for our gardens. Now we have a very ambitious garden plan this year and we came upon a little problem. So come along while Philip and I work to get our gardens ready for the 2024 season and see how we solve it. Before I head to the garden, I'm going to uncover our seedling trays and check to see if they need some water. Since our greenhouse isn't ready yet, we just have them out in front of the RV and we keep them covered at night to try to keep them warm. Now, surprisingly, it's going pretty good, and we do have some that are sprouting. There are others that I think probably aren't warm enough. So there are some plants that are not near as far along as I'd really like to see them, but we're doing the best we can with the setup that we have right now. I can only hope that by next year that we will have at least a small greenhouse available that we can get our seed started in, but for now, this is working. Today, Philip and I are working in the main garden that we started many years ago, and it's a bit of a walk from the RV. Now, I try to walk as much as I can, sneaking in exercise every chance I get. The first year Philip and I planted this field together, we used the four-wheeler and a pallet that we made into a plow, and that's how we planted it for the very first time. We've certainly come a long way.
Oh yeah? And if I do this right, peas are early, whereas the other ones last longer. On the left-hand side, I can run the tiller. On the right-hand side, I can run the tiller. I'm really tempted to put the boxes right on the outside. So we need to bring a couple of them down here, maybe some of the raised beds that I don't have to build them, culvert ones. We'll put them into place, and then we'll have those.
You mean those big round pots?
Yeah. Well, yes, but there's culvert tiles as well. Whatever you want, culvert pipe. That'll also help them from coming in on that side. So whatever we put on that side makes it an obstruction for them to come through. And then a temporary fence on each end. And then this will be one that we can leave up. And then when I'm done, I can basically just burn off the old vine, anything that's on there, you know. You can tell the deer are coming right through here. Yeah, I figured one nice long row for the peas.
The seeds have to be soaked before you plant them.
Okay, then say, I didn't hear soaked, I heard set. So I figure I need to get the tractor down here and loosen up the dirt on either side, so I might as well just do this by hand and push it up, and I'll be ready to go. And we gotta get the peas in this week, or?
Yes, this week.
So you don't pay attention to what we have, so that I can explain and talk to you
watch
about it.
my camera, mister.
I did. I don't need you sneaking up on me. No.
Then stop wearing those noise-canceling headphones.
No, I gotta get into my work.
Wife-canceling headphones, whatever you want to call them.
Okay. Oh, I need to just I watered these a little bit. They need to be watered again. Honestly, if you want to take this bucket and do it.
Up and down from the creek?
Yeah. What?
Not really.
What?
That's a lot of effort carrying buckets up the hill.
Put it in the mower. Drag it up the hill. Think of that workout. You were wanting the gym. Well, I provided the gym for you. It's all around you. Touch that rock.
7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm done. About 100 more.
Keep on going.
When Philip was selecting land to purchase for a homestead, having a water source on the property was one of the requirements. Now, this creek runs through the length of the property, and while most of the time it's just a gentle flow, it is a great place for us to get water for watering our garden and our animals. Now, it does have periods of drought, so it's not something we can depend on, but we definitely take advantage of it whenever we can. Last year, we planted quite a bit of grapes here in the vineyard, and unfortunately, the plants we planted did not survive. So we're starting fresh this year with new plants in the vineyard. Right here, I'm trying to develop the bowls around each plant. That way, the water I haul up from the creek will stay exactly where I want it.
Larger ones are not going there. Like oddball. No.
What about this?
No. If you don't want to step on it, it doesn't go. Like that, look, that maybe in the hole there. But
all the rocks that Philip picks up out of the garden, we've been using in different places on the farm. The smaller rocks we're putting right here near the RV in a really slippery spot where we have some runoff from the hill. The larger rocks he's been putting down near the bottom of the driveway in a couple of areas. One is the backside of the hill where we have some erosion starting from where we put in the driveway. And then the other is right at the creek crossing where we've built a bridge. We want to reinforce that area as much as we can so that that doesn't wash out when the creek floods. If you don't have a T-post pounder on your farm, it is worth every cent. It is one of the best birthday gifts that Philip ever got. This makes a very difficult job so easy. Now, normally we do both wear ear protection when we do this job, but I didn't have mine, and so we didn't wear them.
Right there, hold it.
This part of the garden we're going to trellis peas, and so we're putting in some fence that will get left permanently in the garden that we can reuse year after year.
Hold on before you pull it off. Let me just do a little bit extra just to make sure.
Great. Bottom should be done too.
Well, I was going to use the wires itself to wrap it around. We need to really go down because you're too high. Look at my tools. Right there. That'll work. Hold it what you got. I got you. You're
Using my assets.
well, use them if you got it. You need to pull the bottom. So the plan is putting them in. I was hoping to kind of offset them. So if I was to put one here, the next one's 6 inches, this row won't start till the middle. Make sense? So it's a saw effect all the way down. So I'll try to offset it when I go to plant them. But I'll string a line from here to here, here to here. So that'll be 6 rows of corn that we actually have up there. Okay?
Sweet
That
corn.
that gives me enough room to walk between. That's the whole goal. On the outside, I'm just gonna have to reach through and get it. But on this back side, I'm gonna put cucumbers right on the fence. So where perfectly, I don't know, probably halfway down, maybe not even all the way to the end. Down at the other end, my plan, if you want to move your camera, peas are running right down the middle, which gives us a row barely to walk right beside. Now this will all be kicked up. I want my corn to be mounded, so there'll be a good, almost a 2-foot path to walk down. Now if you've seen corn, it spreads out quite a bit, so it's going to be over here. So I'm going to plant mainly on this side of the peas. And then I have potatoes that run right down the line here. And then I go into my planter boxes. So you see, with the amount of potatoes that we have, I think we could take up this whole area.
Where are you going to put green beans and stuff?
I was just now running that through my head. Don't think we have a big enough garden, baby.
I knew that. If you saw my garden planning video, you'll know that we have a very ambitious garden plan with succession gardening in multiple areas. And now we are presented with the problem that we don't have enough garden space.
Potatoes, corn, those are all main things we eat all the time.
Right, I know. And we're going to be picking peas as much as we are green beans. I'm actually wondering if I should go ahead and do my green beans in there. and then do my potatoes.
Green beans.
And then
are
I kind of agree with
bush.
you, moving that externally. I mean, I didn't, that's not tilled up in the middle. I'm probably run the tiller back through here one more time. Yeah, the green beans are a bush, they're not a vine. And I got a lot of green beans. Oh, do you know what your elderberry leaves look like?
Probably not. I'll know them when they start getting flowers and stuff. Though. They're gonna be in that
Yeah, I know, and I just mowed down a bunch of them.
drain area. Why did you mow there? I don't.
I'm gonna show you, there's a set of leaves up here. I think that's them too. Then you can cultivate.
Over there in the drain area.
What did I just say?
You mowed over
I
there?
didn't stutter. I cut a grass, and I happened to notice a different leaf.
I told you that elderberry was in that thing. Why would you mow there?
Babe, I'm trying to keep things cleaned up a little bit, and I just happen to know them popping
I
up.
told you they were there.
Then you need to get outside and mark them.
Until
okay?
they grow back, I can't mark them. Stop mowing them down.
Sheesh.
I mean, I anticipated this wasn't going to be big enough just based on how many potatoes we planted in the last.
Yeah. All right, so let's discuss. Ow, my butt. Not discuss my butt. My butt hurts. Let's discuss where we need to go with this. So if we came out, well, we were already planning on that. So let's use that for my raised bed. I'll put my carrots in there. We'll get a couple containers down here. We'll get some dirt in there. We'll get the carrots in right away. Okay. So we figure we do a line, and then I almost need to run a string line so I can see it. Come out another 7 foot, which is about right here, and run the length of it. So really, we're running into an issue with posts and actually running the fences to be effective. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go more than one more out. 4x4 posts in the ground. I have some, I don't have a ton. Put those on the corners and leave these in the middle, and then we can run that wire the length. And then on the top of that, I'll run electric fence, and then I'm going to have to run electric fence out about 2 feet or so. So it really screws with their depth perception and they won't go up.
Here's your mark.
Put it in the ground.
Right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not allowed to use this hammer.
Under supervision you are.
Oh.
Hit that thing. Quit tapping it. You ain't going anywhere if you don't hit it.
I am goddamn. Ow! A foot! Why are you
Want to check?
laughing?
I'll bet you you're 6 inches. Actually, you want to know how far deep you are? Under 6 inches. A foot? Well then shoot, I'm really
Is that good yet?
yeah, fine. That in the ground. You hold it. Where are you going? Why are you moving it? Hold it
I'm
still.
not moving it.
Okay.
You were missing.
I didn't miss.
You did
You
miss.
moved it.
We can rewind and see the miss.
Rewind. Can you give me, wait, give me a little tighter over there, please. Step it off, make sure. really need to get this side first. I'm gonna have to push that one over. Get the ball right. Okay.
The tiller sure makes the garden look pretty. Gives it a nice fluff, and we go through and find any more rocks that we can add to other parts of the farm. This field is about ready, and we're going to get some seeds in the ground. Now, the addition that we've added to this field doubled the garden size in this one section only, not to mention the multiple gardens we have around the farm. Well, friends, I'm a little nervous that we've bitten off more than we can chew because this is a lot of garden space. I need to measure out the spaces we have to tell you exactly how much square footage we have, but we are planting a very ambitious garden. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, hit that button. You don't want to miss a single episode to see if we can pull off this ambitious garden plan for the 2024 season. As always, I really appreciate you watching, especially to the very end. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.